Most seniors think poor sleep is just part of aging. The truth? Restless nights often come from overlooked habits that disrupt your body's natural rhythm. The good news is your body can reset, even at 60, 70, or beyond. Today, I'll show you how a simple daily ritual using one of the oldest healing roots in the world can calm your nervous system and help you sleep deeper, sometimes within just 3 nights. You'll learn the science in plain language, how to use it safely, and exactly when to take it for maximum results. And if you stay with me until the end, I'll give you a simple 30-day sleep remit plan you can follow at home, step by step. Better sleep means sharper memory, stronger muscles, and more energy every day. Let's get started. Most seniors are told that poor sleep is simply part of getting older. They hear it from friends, from doctors, and even from their own family. But let's be clear, that idea is not true. The body does not lose its ability to sleep deeply just because of age. What actually happens is that certain changes inside the body, which often go unnoticed, interfere with the natural rhythms that allow you to fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake up restored. The key is not to accept sleepless nights as normal, but to identify and address the real problems that are quietly disrupting rest. One of the biggest hidden causes of restless sleep is stress hormones. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at shutting down the fight or flight response at night. Even small amounts of stress, worrying about family, finances, or health, can keep cortisol levels higher than they should be after dark. When cortisol remains elevated, your brain stays alert even if you feel tired. This is why so many people over 60 say, I can fall asleep, but I wake up at 2 or 3 a.m. and can't get back. It is not just bad luck, it is chemistry working against you. Another overlooked factor is blood sugar regulation. At night, your body runs on a steady stream of energy. If your blood sugar dips too low, which is common in older adults, your brain sends out an emergency signal. That signal wakes you up. You may not realize it, but if you've ever found yourself awake in the middle of the night, hungry or restless, that was your body trying to restore balance. Many seniors blame this on aging, but the real issue is metabolic instability that disrupts the brain's sleep cycles. Inflammation is another silent enemy of deep rest. Inflammation is not just about joint pain or stiffness. It also happens inside the brain and nervous system. When inflammatory signals are high, the body has trouble relaxing fully into the deeper stages of sleep. These stages are the ones that repair muscle, sharpen memory, and restore energy. Without them, even 8 hours in bed can feel like 4. You wake up groggy, stiff, and unmotivated to move. That cycle then makes sleep worse the next night. It is also important to understand the role of digestion. Many people notice that after certain meals, their sleep feels disrupted. Heavy dinners, late night snacking, or foods that create bloating and reflux can interfere with the body's ability to stay comfortable at night. This discomfort may not always wake you fully, but it can keep you in the lighter stages of sleep, preventing you from ever reaching the restorative deep cycles. As digestion slows with age, these disruptions become more frequent, and many people don't connect them to their sleep problems. Medications also play a role. Seniors often take prescriptions for blood pressure, cholesterol, pain, or mood. Many of these have side effects that interfere with sleep. Some increase nighttime urination, others alter brain chemistry, and some even reduce melatonin production. The result? A night of broken rest that feels unavoidable. But again, the cause is not aging, it is specific chemical interference. Recognizing this pattern is the first step toward regaining control. The biggest problem, however, is that most solutions offered are surface level. Sleeping pills may knock you out, but they don't create real natural rest. They often prevent you from reaching the deeper, restorative stages of sleep over time. They can even make the brain more dependent, leaving you weaker, foggier, and more frustrated. Many seniors take these pills for years, never realizing that their body still has the capacity to restore sleep naturally if they focused on the underlying causes instead of masking the symptoms. The truth is simple but powerful. Sleeplessness after 60 is not destiny. It is the result of stress hormones, blood sugar imbalances, inflammation, digestion issues, and medication effects. These are problems that can be influenced through diet, through lifestyle choices, and through natural remedies that support the body's own rhythms. By addressing them one by one, it is possible not only to fall asleep faster, but also to stay asleep longer and wake up feeling genuinely refreshed. Think about it this way. Your body is like a finely tuned orchestra. When every instrument plays in harmony, the music flows beautifully. But when one instrument is out of tune, whether it's stress, blood sugar, or inflammation, the whole symphony of sleep is disturbed. The goal is not to force sleep with pills, but to retune the orchestra so your body can perform the way it was designed. That harmony is still within you, even if you haven't felt it in years. This is why it's so important not to accept sleepless nights as a normal part of aging. Instead, see them as signals. Your body is communicating. It's telling you that something needs balance. Once you learn how to respond to those signals, the path to deep rest opens again. And the good news is, natural approaches exist that are safe, simple, and effective for restoring balance without harsh side effects. By understanding the real reasons behind your poor sleep, you put yourself back in control. You're no longer at the mercy of random wake-ups, long nights staring at the ceiling, or groggy mornings where you struggle to get going. Instead, you can begin to see sleep as something that belongs to you again, something that can be strengthened, nurtured, and restored. That shift in mindset is the first step toward the results you've been missing. When sleep becomes a struggle, the first instinct for many people is to reach for quick fixes, a pill, a stronger medication, or an over-the-counter sleep aid that promises immediate results. And while these options may silence the problem for a night or two, they do not address the root of what is happening inside the body. In fact, the more you rely on artificial solutions, the further you move away from restoring the natural rhythm of sleep that your body is built to maintain on its own. This is the key difference between medications and natural approaches. One masks symptoms, the other rewires balance. Natural solutions work better because they do not force the body into a temporary state of unconsciousness. Instead, they gently guide your internal systems back into alignment. Think of your body as a clock with many gears. Medications may push the hands of the clock forward to make it look like time is moving correctly, but natural methods actually repair the gears so the clock runs smoothly on its own. That difference is profound. True rest only comes when the internal gears of stress hormones, blood sugar, digestion, and brain chemistry are working together. One reason natural approaches are more effective is because they work with the body's existing chemistry. For example, your brain already produces melatonin, the hormone that signals when it's time to sleep. But as we age, stress and environmental factors can blunt that signal. Instead of taking synthetic melatonin pills, which often deliver doses far higher than your body needs, natural strategies encourage your pineal gland to release melatonin on its own. In the right amount, at the right time, this makes sleep feel effortless instead of forced. Another advantage of natural methods is that they tackle the underlying triggers that medications ignore. If inflammation is blocking deep sleep, no pill can remove that fire from your nervous system. But anti-inflammatory foods, calming teas, and targeted nutrients can begin to quiet that storm naturally. If blood sugar crashes are waking you at night, the answer is not a sedative. It's stabilizing your glucose through the right evening foods, herbs, and lifestyle habits. Natural solutions do not hide the symptoms. They remove the root cause, so the problem no longer exists. The long-term safety of natural approaches is another reason they work better. Sleeping pills, even when prescribed, often come with risks: dizziness, confusion, memory problems, and even higher fall risk in seniors. Over time, they may weaken the brain's ability to regulate its own sleep cycles. Natural solutions, on the other hand, nourish rather than deplete. Herbs like chamomile, valerian, or lemon balm not only support sleep, but also calm digestion and reduce anxiety. Nutrients like magnesium relax both muscles and nerves without creating dependency. The body accepts these tools as allies, not as artificial overrides. Perhaps the greatest benefit of natural approaches is how they improve more than just sleep. When you use food, herbs, or lifestyle changes to restore rest, You also create ripple effects in energy, mood, and physical health. For instance, better blood sugar control at night not only allows uninterrupted rest, but also lowers your risk of diabetes and supports daytime energy. Lower nighttime inflammation not only helps the brain relax, but also improves joint comfort and cardiovascular health. In other words, natural solutions don't just restore your nights, they transform your days. It is also worth noting that natural strategies bring back confidence. Many seniors feel powerless when they cannot sleep. They begin to fear bedtime, worrying in advance that they will toss and turn. This anxiety itself becomes a barrier to rest. But when you use natural approaches and start to notice gradual improvements, falling asleep faster, waking less often, feeling more refreshed, you rebuild trust in your own body. That psychological shift is priceless. Instead of feeling broken, you begin to see yourself as resilient and capable of healing. Think about the difference in mindset. With medications, the thought is, I cannot sleep unless I take this pill. With natural approaches, the thought becomes, my body is learning to sleep on its own again. That is empowerment. That is freedom. And it makes the progress sustainable for years, not just nights. Natural solutions also honor the body's wisdom. The human body has been sleeping, restoring, and repairing itself for thousands of years without pharmaceuticals. The systems for deep rest are already built into your biology. The goal is not to override them, but to reawaken them. By choosing natural approaches, you are choosing to partner with your body instead of fighting against it. The truth is, deep restorative sleep is not lost, it is waiting to be uncovered. Medications may silence the alarm for a night, but natural solutions disarm the alarm completely. They calm the nervous system, steady the blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and support the natural rhythm of hormones that guide you into rest. This is why they work better, not just in the short term, but for a lifetime of stronger, more consistent sleep. And here is the final point. Natural solutions remind you that your body is not your enemy. The sleepless nights, the middle of the night wake-ups, the groggy mornings, they are not proof that you are failing. They are signals that something is out of alignment and needs attention. When you respond with natural care, through food, through herbs, through mindful habits, you are answering those signals with compassion instead of force. That, in the end, is why natural solutions always win. They restore not only sleep, but the relationship between you and your own body. There is something timeless about a warm cup of tea before bed. Across cultures and centuries, people have turned to herbal infusions not just for comfort, but for healing. Tea carries more than flavor. It carries plant wisdom. Each leaf, flower, or root holds compounds designed by nature to soothe, restore, and rebalance the body. And when it comes to sleep, certain teas stand out as powerful allies, capable of quieting the mind, relaxing the body, and preparing the nervous system for deep restorative rest. The beauty of using tea for sleep is that it works on multiple levels. The warmth alone signals safety to the brain, easing tension after a long day. The ritual brewing and sipping creates a pause, telling the nervous system it is time to shift gears from activity to rest. And most importantly, the plants themselves deliver natural compounds that address the very root causes of sleeplessness, whether it's stress, inflammation, or restless energy. Let us explore 3 teas that science and tradition alike celebrate as transformative for sleep. The first is chamomile, often called the sleep flower. While it may seem simple, chamomile carries a powerful set of flavonoids, particularly apigenin, which binds to receptors in the brain that reduce anxiety and initiate calm. Unlike synthetic sedatives that can leave you groggy, chamomile gently relaxes both body and mind, creating the conditions for natural rest. Beyond its calming effect, chamomile also soothes digestion, a hidden but common disruptor of sleep. For many, indigestion or bloating can keep the body restless at night. Chamomile addresses both the nervous system and the gut, making it a complete ally for deep rest. A single cup, sipped slowly in the evening, can be the difference between tossing and turning or drifting peacefully into slumber. The second is valerian root tea, known as nature's tranquilizer. Valerian has been used for centuries to calm nervous energy and promote uninterrupted sleep. Modern research suggests that valerian interacts with GABA receptors in the brain, the same system influenced by many prescription sleep aids, but in a gentler, natural way. By increasing the activity of GABA, valerian slows down overactive thoughts, relaxes muscles, and eases tension. What makes valerian so valuable is not just its ability to help you fall asleep, but its ability to reduce nighttime awakenings. Many people, especially as they age, struggle not with falling asleep, but with staying asleep. Valerian root helps lengthen deep sleep cycles, allowing you to wake up feeling more restored. Its earthy flavor may take some getting used to, but the results are worth it. The third is lemon balm tea, a bright citrus-scented herb from the mint family. At first taste, it feels light and uplifting, but don't let its gentle flavor fool you. Lemon balm has a profound effect on stress and restlessness. Rich in rosmarinic acid and other calming compounds, it reduces cortisol levels, lowers heart rate, and steadies mood. What makes lemon balm unique is its dual action. It both relaxes and uplifts. For those who feel anxious or down at night, lemon balm brings balance, quieting the nervous system without dulling the mind. Research even shows it can improve cognitive function while reducing insomnia, meaning you don't just sleep better, you also think more clearly during the day. Together, these three teas form a natural sleep toolkit. Chamomile offers relaxation and digestive comfort. Valerian root delivers deep, sustained sleep. Lemon balm brings calm clarity, reducing stress and balancing mood. Used individually, each is powerful, but when combined into a nightly rotation or blended thoughtfully, they cover nearly every root cause of poor sleep. Whether your challenge is anxiety, restlessness, inflammation, or middle of the night wake-ups, these teas address the problem directly. It is also important to understand that teas work best when used consistently. Unlike a pill that forces instant change, herbs build their effect gently over time. Drinking chamomile once may help you feel calmer that evening, but drinking chamomile 3 or 4 nights in a row allows your nervous system to relearn the rhythm of relaxation. The same is true for valerian and lemon balm. These are not quick fixes. They are long-term allies meant to retrain your body to sleep naturally without force or dependency. Another overlooked benefit of bedtime teas is the ritual itself. In a world filled with screens, noise, and constant stimulation, making tea is a reminder to slow down. The act of boiling water, waiting patiently as herbs steep, and sipping slowly in silence creates a meditative moment. This ritual signals to your body and mind that the day is ending and rest is beginning. It is not just about what is in the cup. It is about what the process represents: stillness, warmth, and the gentle transition into sleep. For seniors in particular, this nightly ritual becomes a form of self-care. Instead of feeling powerless against sleeplessness, you create a routine that nurtures both body and spirit. You remind yourself that healing is possible and that nature has already provided what you need. The teas do not overpower your system, they partner with it, restoring balance at the pace your body was designed to heal. And perhaps the most encouraging truth is this: you do not need to choose between comfort and effectiveness. These teas are safe, natural, and free of the risks tied to many medications. No grogginess, no dependency, no fear of long-term harm, just plants working in harmony with your biology. When you replace worry with ritual and pills with plants, sleep becomes not just possible, but natural again. The next time you find yourself staring at the ceiling, remember, healing may be waiting in something as simple as a cup of tea. Chamomile to quiet the body, valerian to deepen the night, lemon balm to balance the mind. 3 teas, 1 promise: restoration through nature's wisdom. As we age, the body undergoes changes that often disrupt the natural rhythm of sleep. Hormones that once guided the sleep-wake cycle begin to shift. Muscles lose strength, joints stiffen, and the nervous system can become more sensitive to stress. For many seniors, this means nights filled with tossing and turning, waking up too early, or feeling unrefreshed even after hours in bed. What was once effortless in youth, falling into deep, restorative sleep, becomes a nightly struggle. But nature, in its quiet wisdom, offers general allies to meet these challenges. And teas like chamomile, valerian, and lemon balm are uniquely suited to support seniors in ways that address not just the body, but also the mind and spirit. One of the most pressing issues seniors face is muscle recovery and repair. With age, the body produces less growth hormone, and the ability to rebuild muscle during sleep diminishes. This is why many older adults wake up feeling weaker or stiffer. But when sleep is deep and consistent, the body is better able to repair muscle fibers, reduce inflammation, and restore energy. Chamomile, with its anti-inflammatory properties, supports this process. By calming the nervous system and soothing digestion, it allows the body to direct more energy toward repair. Valerian helps extend time spent in deep sleep stages, the very cycles where muscle rebuilding occurs. For seniors hoping to maintain strength, mobility, and independence, this deeper rest can make a profound difference. Another challenge is the increased risk of nighttime anxiety and restlessness. Aging brings not only physical changes, but also emotional and mental ones. Concerns about health, family, or the future often weigh heavily at night when distractions fade and worries feel louder. Lemon balm, with its calming yet uplifting nature, is especially valuable here. It helps lower cortisol, the stress hormone that keeps the body on high alert, while gently lifting mood. For seniors who feel caught in a loop of worry at bedtime, lemon balm provides both relief and reassurance, quieting the mind without dulling awareness. Joint pain and inflammation are also frequent culprits in disrupted sleep. Arthritis, stiffness, or old injuries can keep the body restless long after the mind is ready for rest. Chamomile tea, known for its anti-inflammatory compounds, eases both digestion and inflammation, creating comfort from within. Drinking chamomile before bed becomes more than a ritual. It becomes a way of preparing the body to release tension and pain, allowing deeper stillness to settle in. Combined with valerian's muscle relaxing effect, this creates a powerful synergy, a calmer mind paired with a body free from tightness and pain. Another overlooked factor for seniors is the decline in melatonin production. Melatonin, the hormone that signals sleep readiness, naturally decreases with age. This is why many seniors find themselves lying awake at night even if they feel tired. Teas like valerian and lemon balm do not supply melatonin directly, but they enhance the body's sensitivity to GABA and serotonin, two neurotransmitters that influence melatonin pathways. In other words, they help the brain respond more effectively to the signals of sleep. This gentle support encourages the body to restore its natural rhythm, reducing dependence on artificial aids. Sleep is not just about hours in bed. It is about quality. Seniors who wake frequently during the night often miss out on the deepest phases of sleep, the ones responsible for memory consolidation, tissue repair, and immune function. Valerian root's ability to minimize nighttime awakenings is particularly powerful here. By lengthening continuous cycles of rest, it ensures the brain and body receive the full benefits of sleep. For seniors, this means sharper memory, stronger immunity, and greater resilience during the day. The emotional side of sleep cannot be ignored. Many seniors report feelings of isolation, loneliness, or loss, which can quietly erode peace of mind. Here again, lemon balm plays a unique role. Its mood-balancing qualities not only reduce anxiety, but also nurture a sense of emotional well-being. Drinking lemon balm tea before bed is like receiving comfort from a trusted friend, gentle, reassuring, and steadying. When combined with the ritual of preparing tea, it transforms bedtime into a nurturing act of self-care rather than a dreaded battle with insomnia. And the beauty of these teas is that they are safe, non-habit forming, and holistic. Unlike many sleep medications which can cause confusion, grogginess, or even increase fall risk in seniors, herbal teas work in harmony with the body. They do not override natural systems. They support them, and over time they help retrain the nervous system to find rest without dependency. For seniors striving to remain independent and vibrant, this empowerment is invaluable. Even more, these teas carry an emotional symbolism that matters deeply. Drinking tea is not just about the compounds in the cup. It is about the message it sends. Each sip says, I am caring for myself. I am making space for healing. I am choosing peace over worry. For seniors, this mindset shift can be as transformative as the herbs themselves. Instead of fighting against the body, you work with it, reminding yourself that rest is still possible, strength is still possible, and renewal is still within reach. In this way, chamomile, valerian, and lemon balm are not simply bedtime beverages. They are companions for the journey of aging, gentle guides helping seniors rediscover the power of rest. When muscles ache, when thoughts race, when nights feel long, these teas whisper nature's wisdom. Slow down, breathe, and let the body heal. For those over 60, they offer more than sleep. They offer restoration, resilience, and the strength to wake each morning ready to walk strong again. Strength is not only built in the gym or through daily activity, it is also built in the quiet hours of the night. For seniors, the way you prepare for sleep becomes just as important as the sleep itself. A bedtime ritual is more than a routine. It is a sacred signal to the body that the day is complete, that it is safe to let go, and that healing can begin. When combined with the right teas, this ritual becomes a powerful tool to restore muscle, protect mobility, and create lasting strength well into the years beyond 60. The ritual begins with consistency. The body thrives on rhythm, and seniors benefit greatly from having a set time each night to wind down. Going to bed at the same hour sends a message to the internal clock or circadian rhythm that rest is near. This predictability reduces stress on the nervous system and helps regulate the release of melatonin. Imagine the body as a finely tuned orchestra. When each instrument knows when to play, harmony emerges. A consistent bedtime is the conductor that ensures sleep arrives gracefully. Next comes environment. Too often, bedrooms are filled with distractions, bright lights, background noise, or clutter that overstimulates the mind. For seniors, creating a sleep-friendly environment is essential. Dim the lights an hour before bed, lower the temperature, and make the bedroom a sanctuary. This does more than comfort the senses. It primes the body for deeper sleep. Pair this with the calming ritual of brewing tea, watching steam rise, inhaling the soothing aroma, holding the warm cup, and the body begins to associate these sensory cues with rest. Over time, this association grows stronger, turning tea into a trigger for relaxation. The act of drinking tea itself becomes a meditative practice. As you sip chamomile, valerian, or lemon balm, breathe slowly and allow your thoughts to settle. Each swallow is not just a delivery of herbs, but a moment of mindfulness. Seniors often carry the weight of the day into the night, replaying memories, decisions, or concerns. Tea transforms this mental noise into stillness, creating space for gratitude and peace. Some choose to pair their tea with soft reading, light stretching, or gentle breathing exercises, each enhancing the body's readiness for sleep. A critical part of the ritual for seniors is supporting the muscles and joints before bed. Gentle stretching or a few minutes of slow movement can release tension built up throughout the day. When combined with the anti-inflammatory benefits of chamomile tea or the muscle-relaxing qualities of valerian, the body feels lighter and more open to rest. Seniors who adopt this practice often wake with less stiffness because the body had the opportunity to both relax and rebuild overnight. Another essential element is emotional release. Seniors often carry hidden burdens, worries about family, health, or independence that weigh heavily at night. Lemon balm tea, with its uplifting effect, becomes the emotional balm that soothes these hidden anxieties. But beyond the herb itself, the ritual can include journaling a few positive reflections or simply speaking gratitude aloud. By ending the day with hope rather than worry, the body is more likely to enter sleep with calm rather than resistance. What makes this bedtime ritual so powerful is that it works on both the physical and psychological levels. Physically, the teas deliver compounds that ease inflammation, calm the nervous system, and support deeper sleep cycles. Psychologically, the ritual signals safety, consistency, and care. Together, they create an environment where healing is not just possible, but expected. Seniors who once dreaded bedtime begin to look forward to it, knowing it is a time of renewal. Importantly, this ritual should be viewed as an act of empowerment rather than restriction. Many seniors are told what they cannot do anymore, what they must avoid, or what they have lost. But a bedtime ritual reminds them of what they can control. You can control when you prepare for bed. You can control what you put into your body. You can choose calmness over worry. Each choice builds confidence, and confidence itself is a form of strength that carries into daily life. Over time, the cumulative effect of this ritual is profound. Seniors notice greater ease in movement, more energy in the morning, sharper focus, and fewer nights of frustration. Muscles rebuild more effectively, bones feel stronger, and balance improves. But beyond the physical, the emotional resilience gained from nightly care becomes a source of vitality. Seniors walk with more assurance, not just because their legs are stronger, but because their spirit is steadier. This is the beauty of a bedtime ritual paired with healing teas. It is not just about sleep, it is about transformation. It is about reclaiming the night as a time of healing rather than struggle. It is about reminding the body that even after 60, growth is still possible, strength can still be restored, and renewal happens every single night. In the end, the ritual is simple but profound. A cup of tea, a moment of stillness, a body prepared for rest. Done consistently, it becomes one of the most powerful tools seniors have, not only to sleep better, but to live stronger, walk steadier, and embrace each day with the vitality they deserve. When it comes to building lasting health, results don't come from complicated formulas or rigid routines. They come from simple, practical actions done consistently. For seniors, especially those between 55 and 75, the key is to focus on strategies that are gentle, safe, and easy to apply. This section brings together practical tips that help tea rituals and healthy habits work even better. Each step is designed to maximize results while keeping things realistic for everyday life. The first tip is timing. Sleep-promoting teas work best when taken about 30 to 45 minutes before bed. This window allows the body to absorb their active compounds, whether it's apigenin from chamomile, valerianic acid from valerian root, or rosmarinic acid from lemon balm. Drinking too early may weaken the effect. Drinking too late may lead to bathroom interruptions. By setting a specific tea time each night, the body begins to expect relaxation at that hour. Over time, this ritual becomes automatic, much like how the smell of food can trigger hunger. The second tip is portion control. Many seniors assume that more is better, but when it comes to herbal teas, balance matters. One strong cup, steeped for 5 to 7 minutes, is often enough. Steeping too briefly may reduce the benefits, while oversteeping may create bitterness or mild stomach upset. The goal is to find a balance where the tea feels soothing, not overwhelming. If needed, you can experiment with different steeping times until you find the sweet spot your body responds to best. But the third tip is to pair tea with small, calming habits. Herbal teas are powerful, but they work best when the body is primed for rest. Simple habits such as dimming the lights, stretching lightly, or practicing slow breathing magnify the effects. Think of the tea as a gentle guide. It can open the door to sleep, but your habits help walk you through it. Seniors who add 2 minutes of deep breathing or gratitude reflection before drinking tea often find themselves falling asleep faster and staying asleep longer. The fourth tip is consistency over intensity. Many people give up after trying something once or twice, but with tea rituals and sleep hygiene, the benefits often build gradually. The body needs repetition to recognize new patterns. Drinking sleep tea every night for a week has far more impact than drinking it once a week for a month. For seniors, consistency reassures the nervous system and strengthens the circadian rhythm. Instead of searching for immediate miracles, trust in small, repeated actions. They are what lead to steady results. The fifth tip is watch your evening diet. Heavy meals, caffeine, or sugary desserts late at night can fight against the calming effects of tea. Seniors often underestimate how sensitive the body becomes to stimulants over time. A cup of coffee at noon may still interfere with sleep 10 hours later. The best approach is to keep evening meals light, rich in vegetables and lean protein, and avoid caffeine after mid-afternoon. Carrying tea with a lighter stomach makes its relaxing effects stronger and steadier. Another important tip is hydration awareness. Many seniors limit fluids at night to avoid waking up frequently. While this is sensible, dehydration can also worsen sleep by causing leg cramps, dry mouth, or restlessness. The balance here is simple. Sip enough tea to enjoy its benefits, but avoid large amounts of liquid within the final hour before bed. Some seniors even keep a small glass of water by the bed to take just a sip if they wake thirsty rather than a full drink. The seventh tip is to personalize the ritual. Not every tea or habit works for everyone. Some seniors may find chamomile perfect, while others feel more relaxed with lemon balm. The same applies to evening rituals. One person may enjoy journaling, while another prefers soft music. The most effective bedtime routine is the one that feels natural. Experiment gently until you find what resonates with your body and your emotions. This way, the habit feels less like a prescription and more like a personal gift. The eighth tip is to track small improvements. Seniors often overlook progress because they only notice what's missing. Keep a simple sleep journal. Record when you drink your tea, how long it takes to fall asleep, and how refreshed you feel in the morning. Over a few weeks, patterns emerge. You may notice falling asleep 10 minutes faster, waking fewer times, or feeling more alert in the day. These small wins are signs that the body is adapting and healing. Tracking progress builds motivation to continue. Finally, the ninth tip is patience and compassion. Sleep struggles often build over years, and they rarely resolve overnight. It's easy for seniors to become discouraged if change feels slow. But by practicing patience and self-kindness, the journey itself becomes rewarding. Every cup of tea, every night of mindful routine is a step towards strength and renewal. Instead of asking, why am I not perfect yet? The focus shifts to what's one thing I did today to care for my body. That mindset creates peace, and peace itself promotes deeper sleep. When seniors combine these practical tips, timing, portion control, calming habits, consistency, diet awareness, hydration, balance, personalization, progress tracking, and patience, they unlock the full potential of their bedtime ritual. The result is not just better sleep, but also improved energy, sharper focus, and greater resilience in daily life. Health at this stage of life is not about perfection. It is about alignment, aligning habits with the body's needs, aligning choices with long-term wellness, and aligning actions with a sense of self-respect. Each small step is a signal to the body, I am ready to heal. I am ready to grow stronger. And the body responds with gratitude. Night after night, every powerful transformation begins with a simple commitment. For seniors who wish to regain restful nights and energized days, a structured routine is the best starting point. That is why the 30-day tea and rest challenge exists, to help older adults experience the combined benefits of sleep-enhancing teas, consistent routines, and gentle lifestyle adjustments. It is not about chasing perfection. It is about giving your body a chance to reset, restore, and rebuild. The challenge begins with week 1, preparation and gentle beginnings. In the first 7 days, the focus is on building awareness and setting the foundation. Each evening, choose one of the recommended teas, chamomile, valerian root, or lemon balm. Drink it 30 to 45 minutes before bed. During this week, the goal is not to force change, but to observe how your body responds. Keep a simple journal. Note how quickly you fall asleep, how many times you wake, and how refreshed you feel. This gentle tracking builds self-awareness and highlights small improvements you might otherwise overlook. Week 2, consistency and routine building is where momentum starts to grow. By now, your body's adjusting to the tea ritual. This week, pair your evening tea with one additional calming activity. It could be a short breathing exercise, a light stretch, or even writing down 3 things you are grateful for. These small additions work like amplifiers, strengthening the calming signals to your nervous system. By the end of the second week, many seniors notice that sleep feels less like a struggle and more like a natural transition. Moving into week 3, deepening the ritual, the challenge takes a step further. At this stage, consistency is key. Drink your tea at the same time each night, pair it with your chosen ritual, and create a bedroom environment that supports rest. That may mean dimming lights earlier, keeping your room cool, or removing electronic devices. These environmental shifts may seem small, but they play a powerful role in reinforcing your body's circadian rhythm. By this week, seniors often begin to experience deeper, more restorative sleep cycles. Dreams may become more vivid, energy during the day steadier, and mood more balanced. Week 4, integration and renewal, is where the real transformation becomes visible. By now, your body has had nearly a month of consistent signals, soothing tea, calming rituals, and an environment that promotes rest. The nervous system has learned to associate these actions with relaxation and renewal. This final week of the challenge is about noticing the bigger picture. Are your mornings brighter? Do your muscles feel stronger from improved rest? Is your energy more reliable throughout the day? By connecting these outcomes with your nightly habits, motivation deepens, and the ritual becomes something you want to continue naturally. The beauty of this 30-day challenge is not only in the results, but in the mindset shift it creates. Seniors often believe that poor sleep is inevitable with age, but through this challenge, they discover that the body is still capable of responding, healing, and growing stronger. By the end of the 30 days, the simple act of drinking tea at night no longer feels like an experiment. It becomes a cornerstone of self-care. Another powerful element of the challenge is community and accountability. Seniors can choose to take this journey alongside friends, partners, or even through online groups. Sharing progress, challenges, and small victories creates motivation and reduces the feeling of struggling alone. When two people commit to the challenge together, the success rate multiplies because encouragement flows both ways. A simple nightly message, "I had my tea tonight, did you?" can be the spark that keeps consistency alive. Of course, the 30-day challenge is just the beginning. The real goal is long-term integration. Once seniors complete the challenge, they can continue the habit indefinitely. Some may choose to rotate teas, exploring others such as passion flower or lavender. Others may refine their rituals, perhaps adding meditation or gentle evening walks. The challenge acts as a framework, but the deeper purpose is to help each person design a personalized blueprint for lifelong rest and renewal. There will always be nights when sleep feels elusive or life brings unexpected stress, but completing this challenge equips seniors with tools and confidence. Instead of feeling powerless, they now have a ritual to return to: a cup of tea, a breath of calm, a moment of stillness. These tools remind them that their well-being is not out of reach. Every small choice repeated night after night creates ripples of strength, healing, and vitality. For seniors seeking renewed energy, sharper focus, and stronger physical resilience, this challenge is not simply about sleep. It is about reclaiming freedom. Rest is not a luxury. It is the foundation for walking stronger, thinking clearer, and living longer. And with the 30-day tea and rest challenge, that foundation is built one soothing sip at a time.